The Office of the Parliament, in its continued television series on parliamentary personalities, highlights former independent Senator Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir. Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir was born and grew up in Aruka. She is the last child in a family of 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls, of a well-known and respected family. Her parents had always instilled in her positive moral and social values, which had a tremendous effect on her life, and she considers her parents as her mentors. As a result of this upbringing, coupled with a background as an educator, social and cultural activist, a community-based citizen, and a member of several non-governmental organizations, she was an ideal candidate to be selected as an independent senator. She served as a full-time senator during the period 2002 to 2007. What was your reaction when you got the call from President Robinson to serve as one of his independent senators?
Well, initially I was a bit surprised, but I always consider it a great honor and privilege to be called upon to serve my country.
Former Senator Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir's performance as an independent senator was so impressive that President Max Richards further utilized her as one of his temporary independent senators.
Parvatee was pretty new. She could have gone some more. She had something to offer. She would have made for continuity, So those were the things that those were the factors I think would have played in the mind of His Excellency when he would have asked her to go back.
And what were your main objectives when you entered the Senate?
I knew I had a lot to contribute, and I wanted to see mainly good governance. Above all, I wanted to see some changes being made with regards to ensuring that citizens of this country have a better standard of living, that they have access to the services that they deserve to have, and of course they must be part of the whole democratic process.
Senator Anmolsingh-Mahabir really typified my understanding of the role and purpose and function and stature of an independent senator.
She's very much gender sensitive, I will tell you that one. And she first worked, the very first thing that she did was the NIS, the bill passing the NIS bill. And having done that, having worked so diligently with Mr. Dolsing, she was able to make life easy for those people who could not quite understand the process of applying for the NIS.
Many commentators agree that your most passionate contribution in the Senate is the issue of the NIS. What is your take on that?
With regards to the national insurance system, a lot of benefit could have been derived from it, but a number of elderly people approached me from time to time stating that they were not receiving their due benefits, and I felt that this should not be so. These are civil servants who have worked in the vineyards of our country and served and helped develop our country. And I ensured in Parliament, I brought up the various issues, I pointed out the deficiencies in the system. Mind you, the NIS system is one of the best insurance systems we have, but I brought out the deficiencies so that they can correct it. Mr. Dolsing had the correct statistics. So I appealed to him to assist me in regards to ensuring that all these hard-working retired civil servants get their due.
She contacted me to discuss several matters pertaining to the national insurance system. She knew very little about the system, but she had a passion to assist the elderly, wanted to find out how can people benefit from a national insurance system. And I had the knowledge and she had the power. She had the voice. So we collaborated.
Independent Senator Anmolsingh-Mahabir contributed to other issues, including budget debates, the health sector, the social cultural sector, the Housing Development Corporation, agriculture, rural development, the education sector, public utilities, constitutional reform, and corporal punishment.
I think she was very effective especially in the areas where she was, very comfortable, where she had a special interest. She was very effective. I say so because she did her research, especially if we were dealing with a topic that she liked or that she was interested in, or that even from her other interests apart from the senatorial interest.
I noted with great interest that she participated very fervently in most of the debates when they came. I mean, it appeared that she was very eager to speak on, and she spoke on very, very many of them, some critical debates as well. Understanding that once we got the intellectual positions correct, then the law and the politics of the country should have come a lot easier, and she was very keen and very enthusiastic in her participation in that.
Former independent Senator Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir served as chairman of a Parliament Joint Select Committee.
In fact, considerable work was done with regards to the Joint Select Committee in Parliament. My main focus was to ensure that the ministries and the entities that appeared before the committee acted in a manner which was transparent, and they were accountable to the citizens of the country, as well as be able to deliver the services that they ought to provide. And that was the main trust. Of course, many ministries appeared before me, and the Ministry of National Security, the Ministry of Public Utilities, the Ministry of Housing, and so many other entities. I can't recall all at present.
When we were there, she was asked to chair a special committee. And she probably found that, am I adequate? Am I up to it? Will I do it properly? And she came to me and I said to her, the fact that you were asked meant that those who asked you saw something in you that said you will be a success at it.
There were two groups, Group 1 and Group 2, and she chaired a very, very challenging group because, us combative, opposing politicians are never easy. That group included strong persons like Hedridge Barrow, you'll remember him, Ganga Singh, Dr. Keith Rowley, the present Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessa as Member of Parliament for Siparia, Wade Mark, Sadiq Bashk, and yours truly, and many others. So it was a very combative period. At all stages, she maintained the characteristics of being fair and balanced and non-political, as indeed an independent senator should.
What did you take to the Senate and what did you take away?
I went into the Parliament with a lot of skills. Remember, I was an educator. I also have my postgraduate degree, so I was very good at research. I was able to provide good research for whatever bills were being debated. And of course, when the bills came before the Senate, I ensured that whatever matter is being debated, right, would always be down to the benefit of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
I think she is a good mother to start with. She knows the difference between rich and poor. She knows that what is the difference between need and want. And I would like to publicly thank her for the passion she showed during that period. If I can remember, she's the only member on the Senate in my 42 years as an independent NIS consultant to have given me that sort of recognition, not me, but the services.
Despite the fact, like I said, that she was also in many Hindu organizations, she was also involved with COAT, that is the Confederation of African Associations of Trinidad and Tobago. And she was also in the Girl Guides, and as I said before, the Ethiopian church in Aruka.
What role did your family play during your stint in the Senate?
Well, first of all, I am who I am because of my parents, Mr. Rajaram Anmolsingh, and my mother, Mrs. Bidrani Anmolsingh. they taught me very good values. Apart from helping me to accomplish many things in life, they ensured that I always give back to the community. They also taught me to put God first in everything that I do, and that has served me very well. And when I was called to Parliament, I must say the support of my spouse, Dr. Mahabir, my children, my daughter, Dr. Nandini Ramrup, and my son, Dr. Ravindra Mahabir, were always there for me. They gave me the support, the encouragement, and ensured that I was in a good frame of mind when I went into Parliament.
Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir, she's been a true inspiration to me. She was the first female in our family and her family to achieve tertiary education and postgraduate education, to subsequently become a member of Parliament. She's always been able to maintain professionalism and yet maintain balance in our family life, for my brother and myself. She always taught us to enforce good goals, for us to be successful, achieve academic-wise as well, not forgetting, true values in life, the love of God, to be respectful and humble as well. I really admire her accomplishments.
Yes, I would like to salute my mother, Mrs. Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir, in all her achievements in the spheres of life as a parent, a wife, and career person. While assuming the role of an independent senator, she maintained her integrity and dignity in serving the people of Trinidad and Tobago to the best of her ability. She proved herself as a fierce patriot in all that she could have done, in addition to the various contributions she made in various non-governmental organizations.
Senator Parvatee Anmolsingh-Mahabir participated in many conferences, both regional and international. She is the recipient of a National Service Award from the Tunapuna Regional Corporation and recognition from other organizations during her tenure as an independent senator.